Okay, so let's have a little look. So what I'm going to do is thank you for coming along, first of all. I appreciate it. We're going to have a little look at, let me just make sure I can see the chat for you. Brilliant. I've got new technology happening today, so you'll have to excuse me. Okay, so let's go have a little look, and I'm going to show you my page, if that's okay. So here we go. Just excuse me. I'm gonna come down, and what I was experimenting before, so what we're going to do today, if that's okay, is we're going to spend some time having a look at drawing a pumpkin. So I'm just gonna flip this for you, if that's all right. I was experimenting before, and it made me realize that you don't want to see this upside down, so there you go. Hopefully you can see that okay. Let me know in the comments, please. Let's just see the chat. Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of colouring and drawing today. So let's see, we'll get started. Okay, so I'm just going to open you up on here as well, everybody. Cool. How are you all doing? It'd be lovely if someone could add a little comment for me, please, just so I can see. So today we're going to have a little look at the pumpkins, and we're also going to have a try at drawing some little cute little spiders. So these are the pumpkins. My patrons, by the way, I've attached this to the link, so if you want to print this out, you can have a little go. But it's Halloween here tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're doing okay. But what we're going to do is I'm going to actually add some cute little spiders in as well, if that's all right. So I'm going to make them really, really simple. I'm just going to start with, like, put that there, just a basic shape, okay, just a round shape. I then want to go in and make the outline a little bit bumpier, like that. So then if we come a little bit closer for you, and now what we're going to do is we're going to do like a little smiley face. There you go. Give him some little eyes, like that. And then we're going to give him some little legs today. So we need 8, don't we? And I'm just thinking of like the shape of a bat wing. So I'm just going to I'm literally just doodling along, having a bit of fun as I go, and I'm going to draw this cute little spider. Now, as we know, all spiders need a web, so let's just add, I'm literally just using paper and a pencil, by the way, a moment. And then this is where we can go in and make him a little bit cuter, a little bit cheekier. So that's just the face of the spider. I mean, we can give him a bit of a body as well, a bit of depth, if you like. And I'm just spacing out and drawing out what it is I'd like to draw. How's everybody doing, by the way? Okay, so we've got our pumpkin. We've got a cheeky little spider. I'm going to actually give him some running legs too. Let me bring you a little bit closer. Here he is. So yeah, let's give him some little running shoes because we can. He's our spider. And we could also give him like a bow tie. So I'm literally just sketching out what I want to sketch at the moment. There you go. I'm just going to pull that one up as well. So we've got that one there. And let's colour in the bow tie as well. So what I've brought is I'm just going to use like the Norris marker pens. Just for colouring in. I've also brought like a calligraphy type black outliner. So what I might do is I'm going to outline the little spider. Now at the moment he's just like floating. So what we might do, let's grab a pencil. Let's continue one of these vines, shall we? So that it matches. off to the side. We'll also put some leaves in there as well. And I'm literally just continuing part of the drawing that I had before. I like to put like little curly parts on it as well. Just realised I was using pen, but that's fine. I'll go back over the pencil. Okay, so I'm putting some little outlines. Let's also just bring it to life a little bit more. We'll add some more leaves. Okay, and as I said, this is just a bit of doodling fun. A lot of my doodling, when I'm finished with it, I look at it and go, oh my gosh, what is that? But hey ho, we're here to have a bit of fun. I'd love to know if you're going to either draw along or use this time to have a try. Okay, so we're going to go, now because of the shape of this, and this is kind of gone, I'm going to add some more. So I'm just going to go back from here, and to create a bit more of a 3D effect, I'm going to go behind that. Now at the moment, this is all just pencil outline. I also have my iPad too, so I do like to use my iPad, but I thought today what we'll do is we'll just do some good old-fashioned paper and pencil. So I'm going to now just outline the parts that I like. So we'll go with the little spider bow tie first. Okay. Oh, I quite like that swirl, so because I like the swirl, let's add that in while we're here. There you go, pop that one in there. We'll go over some of the leaves. And I find as I go over with black pen, I then tend to change things up a little bit. I like the end of this line, so I'm going to incorporate that into it. Yeah. And just continue. Just having lots of fun. I'm also currently editing a new Lillbits vlog, so that should go live for you tomorrow. Here you go, it's cute. I'm going to go back over, it's quite a thick pen, so I'm not going to do the boots just yet. And I still want to give him a bit more of like a hint of a rounded head. You're probably looking and going, what is she doing? I'm just having doodling fun. Okay, let's make the bow tie black. I will outline the back of his little body there. And this is where, if I don't like that smiley face, I'm just going to go in and just have a little bit more of a play around with that. I think I want to give him like really big eyes. So let's go with, oh, that's better. He's a bit spookier, but I still want to go cute. So let's just colour in the bottom. And we'll give him like a little mouth instead. Oh, so much better. Okay. So there. Outline those. Okay. So there's my little spider. Also going to go back over some of the leaves. I liked this one. And if I didn't like any of the others, I'm just not going to use it. Let's go around. Okay. And it's just really, I just want to bring this initial drawing or sketch to life by adding some extra little features, little creatures. What are you up to today, by the way? I know that this line's a little bit thicker, but that's fine. Hopefully you get the idea. I found the pen was too thin. I don't know if you do, but I often like to also turn my page when I'm drawing. Just so that I can have a little bit more control over it. Let's put some squirrels. Let's add some into this initial design, just so that the thickness of the pen, of the new pen I'm using, is okay. It looks a bit mad and manic, but that's alright. It's Halloween. Will we add a bit of a spider web in? I think we will, shall we? So let's just add in a bit more of a webby look to that one. So when I'm doing new characters, I often sketch out little doodles like this, and I was going to do a live stream where I wanted to show you a perfect image, but then I thought, well, that's not really realistic for a live stream, because I often with my new designs will spend absolutely ages over doing it, and I thought, well, let's be a bit realistic. I've put my signature down there, by the way. Okay, so this is just purely a black outline. I hope this helps somebody somewhere in the world. Again, feel free to say, what are you doing? It's no problem. Quite like the curviness of some of these leaves. A lot of these are a little bit stagnated, so let's just put a bit more character into a couple of the leaves. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's nice. Don't know what's going on here. That's okay. We might continue as the vine, shall we? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's just add a bit more in. Yeah, okay. Well, it's looking alright, isn't it? I could come down and put a face on the pumpkin, but I think I like the pumpkin as it is at the moment. The little spiders there. Oh, we didn't put his shoes in, so let's now go with some colour. Oh, I've got orange for the pumpkin. We just add a little bit of colour to it. I'm using the water brush pens at the moment, but I'm just going to do a little bit of that. And then what I'm going to do is mix in some of the just normal felt tip markers as well. Hi everyone, thanks for coming along. I have the chat thing open at the moment, but it's not being very kind. So let's just have a little look there. Make sure I can see. Hi, oh thank you Michelle. Look, I can see the chat now. I'm such a novice at this, really. If you could see behind the scenes, I had to install a program so I could access the live, and I can see the comments finally. So thanks Michelle. I've just been literally rambling along to myself. So yes, thank you to my Patreons. I have actually included the download for you this month of what I'm doing, but without the spider and things like that. I was going to leave it black and white, but I thought, hey, let's add some colour, shall we? What are you up to at the moment? Thanks for coming along. Alright, so I've used the watercolour. I've got these, they're just like the Norris marker pens. I'm going to actually add some yellow in. And again, this is called creative doodling because we are just drawing. I hope you've got some pencil, by the way, and you're having a go. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is, if you're using watercolour brushes, I'm just going to blend in the colours together by adding a bit of yellow. Kind of a cheating way of creating more depth and a watercolour effect. I might even also put some reds in too. Remember our little spider? Let's choose now what colour he's... I've got purple. Purple's lovely, isn't it? Will we give him some purple running shoes? Here you go. There you go. Because all spiders need to have running shoes. Well, they do in Lillbits world. Okay, just add a little pop of colour there. And let's make his body purple too. There you go. And we'll give him some cheeks as well. Okay, I'll show you that a bit closer. Sure, there he is. He's got bright cheeks actually. That's right. We'll go with a bit of the green just so I can experiment with colours. It's quite dark, that one, but no, I think it's okay. I might break it up a little bit. There you go. So, news in the Lillbits world. I hope you're sitting down. But I've got, I've decided I've got my very first warehouse. Okay, so before you get too excited, yes, I did say warehouse. It is literally a spare cupboard in my room. And I'm calling it a warehouse because, hey, a girl's got to start somewhere. So my new vlog that's coming up, I share with the world my warehouse. And I actually had some a delivery to the warehouse yesterday. I'm investing in a mug press which I've purchased, and I've managed, oh I like that yellow, I've managed to put Henry the Hedgehog on my first ever mug as well, which is cool. So here's some yellow, but yeah, let me know what you think about that. The dream is to actually one day have a real warehouse, which would be cool. So what I'm doing is I'm mixing the orange with yellow. This is kind of like a colour with me, isn't it, at the moment? I will take a photograph of this when I'm finished, and then I'll bring it into the digital world and then play around with it and add special effects. And I mean, this is just doodling fun, but it's a nice way of relaxing and spending a Sunday afternoon. Here we go. Thank you for your comments, by the way. Yeah, I think I prefer the lighter green. So there you go. Now with Procreate, if I was drawing in Procreate, I would I'd add shadows and highlights. If you're interested in seeing a Procreate tutorial, just let me know. So what I'm going to do is just add little bits of colour as well. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'll add colour on this for a little bit longer. If you have any questions, please ask away. I originally drew this part probably about a year ago now, but I never really did anything with it. So I wanted to bring it back to life and see what I could do. So remember we said about the pumpkin? Thanks, Michelle. I'm just going to now go to where the lines are. I'll bring it closer to you too. And all I'm doing, if I show you, is I'm just adding a bit of depth by adding some coloured lines along there. And I'm just going to outline all the lines. Is anyone going out anywhere for Halloween? Are you dressing up? I know it's really big in America, isn't it? I think it might be more and more so here. Okay, so I'm working on the pumpkin. I've done the spider. The web I probably will work on, but because this is a doodling creation, we can add any colour we like. So I'm going to make my spider bright blue. Making cute. I don't often use, to be fair, felt tip straight away. I like to use watercolours and blend it together. He's got a blue face. That's alright. Yeah, so there we go. We'll go back to his body. And, oh, quick question. When you're drawing and colouring and whatever, do you leave the lids off the pens? I'm naughty like that. I do. So I want to go back over the eyes. Let's grab a pen, a thinner pen, and I just want to outline that. What I can also do is go over it with a white pen later on, but let me bring him in close. Ooh, he's just literally a doodling spider, but I do like him. He's got a bit of character, a bit of life. There you go. So, okay, so that's my little doodling spider and my pumpkins. Next up, I mean, I'll keep colouring that and we'll come back to it, but yeah, just to give you an idea. Next up, I thought we'd have a little go at the hedgies. So these are 2 Halloween hedgies, and I thought what we might do is have a go at doing a little hedgie image. So I'm just going to put my pens away for the moment, out of the way. I hope this view is okay for you, by the way. I tried to zoom in a bit more. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go with probably this one here, and I'm just going to mark out the shapes. So I'm just going to do, that's where his round head's going to be. Let's make him a bit bigger, really faintly. We want to give him a body. Okay, he needs to have some spiky hair, so I'm just going to do an outline of a shape. Almost looks like a teardrop, you know, if you understand what I mean. So I'm just marking out. Now, I don't particularly like the style of the hat. It just looks wrong in a sense. So what I'm going to do is mark out some shapes, and then I'm going to then go in. My little Henry has a really pointy nose. So I hope you can see that okay. Let's give him a pointy nose, and then let's go and we'll work on the smile. There he is. Now, Henry the Hedgehog also has a pointy finger, so I'm going to put that in on him now. Okay, just a few for the moment. Like a dramatic pointy finger. And we'll give him a few spikes. And this is why I'm literally using pencil to start with, just so I can block out the lines and the shapes and stuff like that. So here we go. So there's his pointy finger and his little paw coming underneath. I can turn that into two fingers later on if I want to. Okay, so there's his belly shape. I also want to give him quite a large foot. There you go, little Henry's foot. And he's cheeky. I want to give him a more realistic eye. Okay, and then at this point I can then reshape the mouth. I think I preferred it with a smile on as well. Oh, by the way, probably not the best rub I'm using here. That's okay. Okay, so you've got your Henry. He looks like he's in a little outfit now, doesn't he? So what we're going to do is we're going to start to add in some spikes. As I said before, I'm going to actually turn the page a little bit as I'm drawing. I hope you find that useful. Here you go. And I mean, I love hedgehogs. That's why Henry is my mascot. I'm just going to come in behind and add just a few more spikes at the moment, just to work out this spacing. Let's give his tummy, make his tummy a little bit larger. Okay, now for the hat, I like the overall look of the hat in the shape, but I didn't like, here you go, I didn't like how the hat turned out. It's almost, I'm thinking of like the top of a mushroom, if you know what I mean. Okay, and now let's make it quite a different hat, and we could put okay, let's put like a star shape on the back. Again, I can go back and fix that. I like to turn the page just to get an idea. Now, how this will work is I'm going to work on, he's going to become a new character that will eventually turn into stickers and so forth. Just having a quick hunt to see if I've got a better rubber, but I can guarantee the one thing I forgot to bring to the drawing party was a good rubber. That's okay, it's fine. We're just sketching out. Sorry about the noise, by the way. Okay, anyway, back to him. He's fine. Okay, are there any questions at the moment? So here he is. I like the shape of the star. Okay, I like the shape of this one. I mean, it was quite nice having like a, can I make that, and almost like a belt effect. So let's put a belt effect on there. Yeah, cool. I like the shape of this one too. Now, because I'm envisioning it's going to be a little bit similar to the top of a mushroom, I'm now going to just mark out some circles from a mushroom. There you go. Oh, and remember, if you were with me at the beginning, let's give him a little bow tie as well, like a Halloween type bow tie, and we'll tuck the other part behind his little cheek. Yeah, that's cute. And we can define his chin a little bit more. My Henry that I first drew has got quite a pointy up nose. I'm just kind of sip tea, sorry. And how about we give him a hint of a little jacket or a cape? What do you think? Again, it's not the be all and end all, but if that's his cape, let's have it just, basically I'm just going to drape it a little bit, so that might be quite cute, and something a little bit different, almost like a Harry Potter type cape. Anyway, what do you think so far? Thanks for your comments, by the way. Okay, I think if it's a bow tie cape, we could drape it a little bit so that you can see some of his spikes, but I don't want too many showing, so there you go. Yeah, that's cute, but now this is where I need to concentrate. Yeah, I like the cape actually. Let's give him some spikes. So when I draw the spikes, I like to go in between the other ones. Let's give him a couple. I can then outline the hat a bit more. Now remember, this is all just in pencil at the moment. He's looking like quite a chubby little one, isn't he? Oh, that rubber. I need to mental note, Karen, bring a rubber next time. But yeah, you get to see a little bit of an idea. It'd be lovely if he was like holding like a little balloon or something. I mean, that balloon's nice, but maybe like a little star, yeah, or a little wand. So I won't put anything on the end at the moment, but if you have some ideas, please let me know. Let's get down there. I'm just going to put a comment. Thank you. Okay, so back to our little character. I think we'll think about the top of the hat now. I like stripes, so I'm going to start to bring in some stripes because I think we could have some lovely colours on the hat, so the greens and orange and purples. Okay, yeah, that's quite nice. And then I could break it up with thicker stripes and then thinner stripes. So I'm just really just blocking out some shapes for now so that when the colours come together, it's a slightly different size hat, but we've got to now put in a little bit of definition and start to bring in a hint of the hat so that when I colour it in, because that's the part I think that looks not quite right at the moment. And he is a hedgie, of course, so he needs lots of spikes. I'm gonna sneak a spike on the outside of the hat, and then the rest can be tucked underneath. Yeah. Anyway, what did you think of him so far? Thank you to the viewers, by the way. Okay. And then maybe we could pick up the star pattern on the coat. Okay, there's one. I'm going to make that one as if it's coming off. Yeah, so thanks for coming along today and watching me draw my cute little hedgie. I'd love to turn him into a sticker. I'll play around with this part here, but I just wanted to share with you how a lot of my ideas initially start from sketches on pencil and paper as well, and then from there I go off and I'll just outline it and take a photograph in Procreate. I like some little, let's put some circles into, and then from there I can really bring it to life. But this is what the whole doodling little tutorial is all about. I'm looking back at the spider, and this is literally just to warm up my brain, okay? And then once I start doodling and getting colours in mind, I then always move on to something which 9 times out of 10, the second image is normally the one that I'll go with. So this was fun doodling away, but this is really what I will use. Does anyone have any questions, by the way? Just to make it look a bit more realistic, I'm going to continue the star and some of the features, and I'll probably go back to the hat now and continue the theme of circles. Yeah, but what do you think of my new little cuter version of a Halloween hedgie? Do let me know. I'll play around with this tonight and I'll keep working on it, and yeah, probably going to pick up some circles now in the hat. Okay, so probably every second one I'll create, and again I do like to turn my page. But thanks for coming along today. I could literally draw and colour for absolutely ages. Oh, by the way, this original piece was by Dizigi Stamps. I sometimes take inspiration from people, but I have my own way of drawing hedgies, and I have my own style, my own design. But I do, if I ever use graphics, I pay for a license, so it's a licensed graphics to use. There is a hedgehog, these hedgehogs are available in my store as stickers, but again, I paid for a licensed graphics to be able to use that one. This is my own little doodles that I will then turn in, and the difference is when you're looking at my listings, I will always say if it's a Lillbits creation or not. Now, Die's graphics often come as a merge flat JPEG image. Sometimes they're PNG files, and I always go in and touch it up and remove the background as well. So it's not just taking an image and just sticking it. It takes a lot of work to actually fine tune that. I'm really fussy too. I'll play around with highlights and shadows and just make sure that I'm happy with it. But for my own images and designs, it's completely up to me what I do with them. But yeah. Okay everybody, this is just a short tutorial today. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Again, if you have any comments, please let me know. Add a comment in the description section below. And also, we'd love to have you come and join us over on Patreon. We are going to be, so looking at that hat, it needs a bit more of a curve. We're going to be creating and designing quite a few new products. We're currently waiting on the little turtle keyring to come in. It's arriving next week. That was our project that we decided we would do this month. But yeah, a little bit. Oh, I need to sign it, don't I? So let's just pop a Casey just in the corner, and there he is. I'm going to bring it a bit closer for you. But that's Karen's little doodling of a new hedgie. We'll have to add something on there, so if you have an idea, let me know, and you just might see it. Thanks so much, everybody. Goodbye.